and welcome back to another BobBlast. Hi, I'm Bob Burridge, and this one is all about the color white. White, yes, I use a lot of white. I just wanted to quickly show you some of the ways I use white. So I'll use it as a three-dimensional sculptural piece. This is white on top of white. I use some white spoons and white napkins. It's more of a editorial piece. But I just want you to know that white will either be titanium white. Look, it's very opaque. See? This color on top of this will look like that. That's the benefit of really good titanium white. Okay? Now, zinc white, I'm asked this question. What about zinc white? Well, it's more transparent. Okay, more transparent. So this color white, zinc white, on top of this kind of painting would look more like this. So that's basically, I use it either as an opaque type of a paint, like you see over here, or I'll use it as a transparent paint. I also love to use it just as a paint, from like white gesso, titanium white, all the different kinds of whites, even buff white, which I love, and you can see it here, which is more of like a cream color white. And this is one of my paintings. I'm still working on it. This is paper towels glued down with three-dimensional elements, also painted white on top of this. And I'm doing this whole series of three-dimensional, almost like a bas relief. This is called white on top of white on top of white. So it's really all about me rubbing in here, but lots of letters, lots of writing. So the name of the painting is called White On. Sorry. All right, so then we have just papers. I love the different kinds of Japanese papers. They have so many different kinds of whites. So this is more my softer side. This is gluing papers on top of a canvas, white on top of white on top of white. It's a great way to just focus on whites and the shapes and not have to worry about color. But the design here is more compositional design. This one here, it happens to be overlapping frames, as you can see here. This is more softer colors of pastels, of whites on top of whites, more Japanese paper glued on top of a canvas. I love playing like this. It's kind of a quiet time right now for me. White on top of white, or a softer color, not so jarring color into your face. Over here I have a canvas. I'm still working on it, of course, and this is a painting with paper, white paper and paint, back and forth. I love the three-dimensional qualities of it. And so these are the ways that I happen to use white in my work. But what about when I go to use it with color? And so what I'd like to do right now is a quick little demo of how I use white in my 4-color painting. And so yeah, I use a lot of white because they sell it in the art store. I'm gonna use it. Let's get started. So it's always been fun to just play with pure white for a while. But you know, I don't do it that often, but mostly I use white in my other paintings with lots of colors. Let me show you right now. I have here on my table a painting I've started to, it's the underpainting. I have my big brushes. I have my big squeeze. This is my white paint. I'm gonna squeeze it all out with my big squeeze. Look at that. Ah, it's fantastic little gizmo. I have black paint. I have my rose colored paint. These are my acrylics. This is my compost blue #1, and I have my ultramarine blue right here. So those are the 4 colors I'm going to be using, plus lots of white. I have big piles of gesso white, big buckets of water. Here are my brushes. And this is a piece of watercolor paper. It's about 24 by 24. And I just wanted to show you how I work with white in this underpainting of figures. So here we have the figures. We have the dark against the light. We have the light against the dark. And that's really all I'm going to be showing you right now. So here we go. Big brush. Big brush. So let's start off with showing white, how it works for me. So there's the white. Wow, look how your eye goes right for it. There's the figure right there. I'm going to be using some white over here too. Lots of white, really showing lots of, wow. Look at the contrast. It's mostly about contrast. You see? Isn't that amazing? I'm going to add some color to that. This is the rose color. I kind of like this color. With this. Wow. See, it becomes very painterly, but you notice I'm adding lots of white to this the whole time. And it just sparks it up a little bit. Oh, look at this. Whoa. Again, I do my mixing on the table. Don't do it on the painting. It starts to get a little muddy if you do. Oh, my gosh. Notice my brush is just swinging all over the place. I tend to move my brush around a lot. And just not stay in one area too long. Comes to black. Whoa. I don't clean my brush in between a lot of this also. That's when I like to see all the brush marks from and different colors from other places in the painting. Ah. You can see how I use white mixed in with other colors. I always go back and reestablish my lights. Always go back and reestablish my lights. So it looks very painterly. I like how this is going. Yeah. Nice. And let's kick it up a little bit more with this hot pink. Whoa. This rose color. There we go. And I'm going to bring it over here just so it relates. And there we have it. Well, maybe I'll clean this up a little bit. There we go. Well, there we have it. That's the way I like to paint, using white, mixing it in with some of my other colors all at the same time. Not making a pure color, but making sure there's a lot of paint on my brush, as you can see. And that's what gives the painting, I think, is je ne sais quoi. That excitement, the excitement. Show people how exciting it is to be a painter, not how boring it is to be a painter. Anyway, thanks for watching this one. I love doing this one for everybody. So I'll see you on the next BobBlast. Remember, white is also your friend. See you later. Take care. Hi there, I'm Bob Burridge, and this is all about Date Night with Bob. We just got finished doing one. See the paintings behind me? This is a 2-hour kind of a Zoom painting workshop is what it is. And we were painting for 2 hours. You can either do it along with me, or you can sit back and have an adult beverage and watch at the same time. This is called a fun thing we're gonna be doing. We've done them already, so it's called Date Night with Bob. And don't you want to do that on whatever nights we have? Check out the schedule. It's right behind me, and we're going to be painting like crazy. I'll see you on Date Night with Bob. Hi there, this is Bob Burridge, and I was just thinking, in this time of separation and by yourselves and you're in your studio, I was thinking, I think we're all writing letters, love letters to everybody. And so I got another idea. So let's do another virtual exhibition. It's free, no jurors, and who wouldn't want to put out their paintings of their interpretation of love notes? Let me give you some ideas. It doesn't have to be hearts and flowers and all the traditional stuff. Expand your mind for, I have made some notes here. Love notes, which could be the written word. It could be musical notes. Physical contact. It could be hearts and flowers and champagne and candy and love letters. It can also be by yourself. Okay, just think about that. So it could be traditional or abstract. It's your interpretation of love notes. And as I like to say, show me your love, baby. So here's how to include your painting. Sorry I had to read that, but I wanted to get it all down there, and this is going to be exciting, and I can't wait to see all your work. So I'll talk to you a little bit later about that, so get started. Love notes, your interpretation.